here. Now, from my perspective, what's also really interesting is that the Dogon tribe, with their references to the Nummo, the creators of humans, who came from the Sirius cluster. These were aquatic beings. These beings were known by the Dogon to be not only aquatic, but masters of water. And they arrived here in ships that were powered by liquid copper, and the ships themselves were mostly water, and may or may not have had a skin of anything other than energy, for all we know. And so these are beings that can actually transit through interstellar space and, you know, poke along at whatever speed. And they're, as far as we know, they're not warping space and time to jump from point A to point B. They're just quite content to get in their little bubbles of water and scoot on over a few, because they're mostly immortal anyway. So
take the scenic route, they don't mind.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Scenic highway.
Take the scenic, go around to the far side of the moon.
Right.
Check out
picnic, lunch, and yeah. And see, here's the thing too. It's like, if that's the case, if it's in any way related to the Nummo, then this is very curious indeed, because the only prophecy that is inherent in any of the religion that's been made by the Dogon around the Nummo, or in the Southeast Pacific Asian island area, where we also find references to the Nummo, the only prophecy about either of those is that Nummo would come back when we were ready to sit and chat. And so it's like, damn.
Back in 2015, I hosted, oh God, it was like a 20-hour conference online. And it was called The Untangled Gathering, Looking at the Origins. And we had people come from all over the world to talk about the origins. What's the origin story from their culture? And we had some really great speakers. And I had a friend of mine on who is from the Mohawk Nation. And he gave the story. And the story is just amazing. I'll try and remember to post a link to it with the archive. The story is amazing. I love the story, but that's the whole thing is when their, if you will, God character, I'm loath to use that word, but their main character, when he leaves in his concrete canoe, his cement metal canoe, to go back up to the sky, and he says, you know, at the next passing of the star, we will come back. We will be back again. So that is something that plays out. I mean, of course, you have the Hopi prophecies of so many pieces of that, and that's one of the things that I always go to. And you know, there's got to be something to it when you have this level on, and it's not just, you know, modern mythology. We're talking deeper and deeper levels of mythology and oral traditions all over the planet, no matter how far apart, so similar,
and separated by time as well. We've actually got some from defunct civilizations where we had a Rosetta Stone and we were able to crack their language, and we get to read Sumerian and read all of this stuff. And if you keep reading in there, of course, what are the Sumerian kings famous for, right? Their fish garb, their scaly suits and their fish head, replicating the gods, right? And so they were Nummo aficionados too, and it's really interesting about that. Yeah,
I always find it interesting that the Nemo, and of course you have Nemo.
Yeah,
you know, you have Captain Nemo, and I've been down a rabbit hole this week on Jules Verne. It's just like made my brain go all over the place for about 24 hours. And it's the same thing. What's in a name? The word. We have a continuation of a story, and I can't believe that they're not all tied in. When we have these continuations of sound and words in linguist,